Hi, everybody. Rosa here again, another Monday. I'm just gonna change a little bit the frequency here with the Venus planet frequency, which I love this one. Okay. All right. If you're here, just let me know. Normally, everybody's eating at this time. I just had the reading for my group in Spanish, and basically, there was lots of people present. But it's easier because here is an hour later. So for people who's watching me, maybe it's an hour earlier, especially in the UK or in other places in Europe. Anyway, or maybe in the States. The card that I picked up for this week, which is the 23rd of May, it's an interesting card. It's the card of praying. As you see, there is a woman here in front of a red mountain. The red mountain represents the divine feminine. I'm gonna just read a little bit about the card because it's an interesting card. It's about you getting rid of projections and working through anything that has to do with all those situations where you gave your power away this lifetime and other lifetimes if you work and you remember other moments of other lives you had. Now, the poem says, I call the voices of the dark, of the savage earth, to the beer, to different birds, to lots of animals that are wild. And I pray that the wild never goes away from me because I don't want to fall into the easy comfort zone. I want that the wild carries and embrace my heart so that it's possible to face whatever it comes in the future. That's the poem, okay? Now, here the person is in front of the mother, but it's not the biological mother. It's actually another woman that is a representative of the divine feminine. And here there is a moment where you feel maybe you need somebody to contain you with the work, somebody that accompanies you in that work. So the red mountain, it's not just the divine feminine, it also represents that wound. Okay, so that wound, which is very, very deep and very old with the feminine. Either because you were a woman in a lifetime and something happened, maybe you did it, maybe they did it to you, or now in this lifetime. For some, it's going to be important to heal first what you need to be aware in this lifetime. For others, there will come information about other lifetimes. For me, it came actually after the eclipse, something that I started this work actually several days ago when it was the eclipse. It was information about another lifetime that I need to work with, and it's about healing the divine feminine. It's a wound that I've been carrying in a different lifetimes. Okay, that's why I'm a woman in this lifetime. Anyway, the message in between is that either if you're a man or a woman, it could be that the message you got is that as a woman you had to be submissive and you couldn't say much. You had to say yes to everything. And for a man surrounded by women like this, they start creating an anima inside themselves, a feminine side that holds that information, like that is feminine. So when you pick up girlfriends, woman friends, you will have this in consideration. Or even when you express as a man that part, it will be colored by all those emotions and programming that you had around yourself. Okay? It's when you actually question that is not the way that it works, or you see something different that makes you reflect and think about it. Now, you know that when you actually kneel in front of the mountain, you do it not because you want to be dominated by this power. No, it's because you surrender and you want to admit and accept everything that feels you ashamed about being a woman. Okay? All the times where you mishunt, well, you actually misuse power, or as a man, as your feminine side doing that. So, or maybe you've seen it in your family. So, it is about you understanding and finding out more about the mysteries of the divine feminine, okay? Its world, qualities, ancestral power. And you want to know about this because you want to let go anything that is limiting you, which is stopping you from embracing your potential, your power as a woman or as a man, completely total, free, present, authentic, even if it means to surrender and kneel in front of this mountain. Okay. The red mountain also means that you want to heal part of your sexual experience because maybe it's been traumatic. And the magenta one, which is nearby, the red one, is the one that it wants to heal and acknowledge that part of you that makes you think and reflect about things and feel them taking distance. Okay. So here is about healing this submissive wound, which is very old, and discover how is really your personal power. And this is about going very deep. Now, what I suggest, I'm doing it myself and I've done it other times. You can change these for people that are watching me and maybe have done work with other people. Maybe you would have other ways of addressing. But either if you're a man or a woman, it would be good to make a list of all the women in your family. Women like mother, grandmother, grandmother, if you have sisters, friends, colleagues at work, enemies. In the case of men, girlfriends, okay? But it's about finding out and being aware of what they transmit you, what they pass to you, both in beliefs that are positive and negative, emotional charge, attitudes, wounds, sorry, pain, whatever it is. So what you're creating here is like I would call it an emotional map. You need it in front of you, and how you do it. You make the list, you put the name, even you can think about if you had, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, at school, those that study with you. But it has to be people that in a way mark your life. They're important people that are there. Now, you put the name, and next to the list, if there's anything there that you haven't resolved, okay? And what's the quality that attract you first from this person to actually choose them as friend, as a colleague, whatever it was? And breathe again, and then see if there's something that you rejected about this person, if it's somebody you dislike, okay? Then go and feel if you have given away power to these persons, And maybe if you lost it when you thought that a woman was better than you, because comparing yourself to others, and I'm saying it from own experience, is the worst and more destructive thing you can ever do to yourself. Now, check your solar plexus when you do this and feel your body and check whatever other places in your body are involved with that. It could be your throat, it could be your heart, it could be your sacrum, it could be your first chakra. Check which energetic centers are involved in this work. Okay? Just to see what's the relationship with this person that you're looking at the list and the relationship you had. Now, in some of them, you can say, I thank you, okay? I love you, I appreciate the quality, okay, that you possess. If there was a projection, a positive projection. And if you have to forgive them, you say, I forgive you. And you let go of the energy that you're holding of that person and you reclaim yours. Okay? Now, for some of you that may know how to cut cords, there's many different ways. Archangel Michael is one, and you can ask him to be with you to do this job. Okay? It could be more things that will pop up with every person. But I feel that before the solstice is a good time before the next moon. As always, full moons are for letting go of anything that it has to do with forgiving yourself, forgiving others, letting go of things that are not serving you anymore to express who you really are. And it could be aspects in women. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman who are watching now, that you don't tolerate in other. Okay? Check that, because it could be something that it's been passing through. So in some of them, with the projection, you will see that there's thoughts that you have projected about yourself that you're unconscious of, and you need to embrace that and work with that, which is part of your shadow. And to transmute the shadow is when you actually embrace that. So this is the work for this week, which is quite a lot, okay? If you actually like it, subscribe, share this channel, give me a little bit of help. And if you need, sorry, I've been talking a lot this morning. Think about it. There's something that you've done. If you need a question, just write me and I will reply. Okay? Big kiss, and I'll see you next week.